Hello, hello. Good evening. Good afternoon. Probably depending on where you're joining from. Hello, hello, Susanna. Welcome. Well, I'm in a new location. I've just arrived to Munich, in Germany, where I am for the next 4 days of a conference, and I thought I'd do this quick live yeah closet hotel room closet confessions, just to show you guys what I've brought with me in my carry-on, um and what my sort of thought process was and is, and maybe then also will be during the actual, well, I mean, when I will actually be getting dressed. um so I have all of this um, has come with me. I actually arrived wearing this TB blazer. You've seen it before, so it's the men's check blazer. The light is not very good. I apologize, but I think, yeah, I can actually see the texture, and it's the cutout blazer. So I was actually wearing the blazer for the trip. And it is actually quite chilly in Munich. So last week they had like over 20 degrees, which is like absolutely, crazy. And now it's just above 10. So I actually also um, brought this cashmere jumper that I am actually selling. But, I mean, I still wear things that are selling. If they, yeah. If there's a need for them, right? Even though I'm not like super happy, about the fit or something else. But I brought this one because it's really handy. So I was actually wearing it over my coat, and the coat is here. So it's just my very, very old black wool coat from other stores. So I wore the jumper just, over my shoulders, and then on the plane, I took the coat off, and then I was just wearing the jumper. So in that way, already two additional pieces that were hanging here. I was actually, wearing them for the trip, for the flight itself. Um, Now, before I actually, um, show you what I brought with me, I also wanted to just quickly touch upon um, just a tip, because I mean, I've been traveling with work for like 20 years now, and gosh, I mean, I've had my share of experiences with ironing boards in hotels. I mean, it's crazy how bad they are, really. And this hotel, actually, I have to say, and it's just, just not a very fancy hotel, but actually, the both the ironing board and the iron itself were actually very decent. But just to avoid, any surprises, just to avoid anything bad happening, to your clothes, I always iron my clothes on, inside out, and even if it's cotton, because sometimes, the temperature can actually, um, you think it's not too hot, but then it's actually very hot, and then you can actually make marks even on cotton. So I always iron everything inside out in hotels. I mean, I don't do it actually at home. So yeah, and then also, I mean, I could see, I could tell that this ironing board was, was clean, but if you're in doubt, just maybe put a towel, or maybe even like take off, the cover from your pillow, and use that, yeah, on top of your ironing board in your hotel room. All right, it's actually quite warm here, so I'm gonna take off the blazer again, and just to show you what else I'm wearing today. So it's just a black, I think it's like bamboo or viscose t-shirt from Arke, and then the TB tropical wool jogger, and well, just just some silver jewelry to give it a little bit shine, and then a little bit more shine, just a pop of silver on my feet. These are my secondhand Aida Mary Janes. By the way, the pants are also secondhand. I found them through TB Fans, which I highly recommend, by the way. Alrighty, but let's have a look. So, what I thought about wearing tomorrow are these also preloved Acne Studio pants, sort of suit pants, but there is an an elastic at the back, so they do have a little bit of a cooler vibe. And so there are actually a couple of options because I have a mirror here. Well, it's a hotel room, so there should be a mirror. So I have a mirror, and I will actually see exactly which combination I am sort of interested in. I mean, I did of course check it all out at home, but then when I arrive, it's like, what do I feel like? So I allow myself, for those like vibes, and that's also why I typically pack a little bit more, just a little bit more, just an additional top or just an additional pair of pants, if if it's possible, right? Because this time I've also packed my gym clothes and trainers, so yeah, it's actually quite quite jammed already. So I don't have that many options. But what I thought about was, so I thought actually about pairing. Okay, so this is just a white t-shirt, crew neck t-shirt, from also from Arcad, by the way, from last year. And I thought about it pairing it with the blazer that I was wearing today and the pants. Let's see it. So I know from home that the color, the color of the pants and the blazer, they will work fine. I think the pants come off a little bit darker on the camera than in reality, but for sure, these go well together. So that's one option, and I really like it. Maybe I'll do it like this. And then not the silver shoe, because that would be, for me, it would be too much of a matchy, with the t-shirt, because the shoes are, almost white. I'll just wear the black Mary Jane. So it's exactly the same model. I have it in black and in silver, and I really recommend it. Well, the black ones are actually, for whatever reason, a little bit more comfortable than the silver ones, but I like both of them very much. So this is option number one. Then option number two would be to wear, yeah, they also go well together. You probably won't be able to see that. I mean, from a distance, probably yes. So this is also a t-shirt from TB from last season. They call the color cement, and well, it goes really well with the brown taupish color of the pants. And then, because I do want to have something like a blazer, I was considering wearing the TB blazer vest. So it is the Leon blazer, but blazer vest that I also found pre-loved. So to be honest, I haven't, and I have just like chatted with somebody on Substack about it. I don't know. Oh, I know who it was. It was actually Harriet. So I don't know what it is. I mean, I've just started wearing blazer vests, and so it's a new concept for me. So I have to sort of like get used to the idea of how I want to style them. And definitely it's not the same thing as a blazer. So at least for me. It's not, I cannot just, exchange one with the other. So if I'm wearing a shirt, a long sleeve shirt, I wouldn't be able to wear the blazer vest for whatever reason. So I mean, unless it's like a black, black with black, then it almost looks like, you know, just a black blazer with just a fun element. Then that would be fine. But if I wear another color underneath, and I wouldn't like to wear black under this black blazer for the conference because it's gonna be just too dark. So I want some brightness. But I thought about pairing these, and then actually for a little bit more like contrast, I would consider wearing the silver shoe. Actually, maybe I'll just take it off so that you can see it better. How to do it? There is a hole here. Maybe I can use. No, it's not open. Okay. How to do it? I don't have that many hands. Okay, so you see the colors and then the silver shoe. Yeah. So that's another option, which I actually like a lot. Yeah, I'll put them on again. Yeah. So that could be, this could be day 1 and maybe day 3. So I'm here for 3 days. But otherwise, what other options do I have? So I also brought with me this white long sleeve t-shirt, just in case. Typically at those conferences, so it's not really like a conference. I call it a conference, but it's actually an expo. I don't know whether you're familiar with like huge industry, whatever industry, but industry expos. They are enormous, and just our stand is like, well, I don't remember the size, but it's let me think. Probably 150 square meters, so like a decent apartment or house, which is a lot, really. It's a big stand. I mean, there are companies with bigger stands, but I think it's just a huge thing. And typically, because of the lighting, they are actually quite warm. So it's really not a good idea, to overdress, even though upon arrival, typically the whole place, feels kind of cold, but then it's, it just heats up. So I would probably not end up wearing it under a blazer. And again, for me, wearing it under the blazer vest, well, especially not with white, so black and white, probably would be a little bit too much, like too much of a contrast. I mean, it doesn't look bad, right? It doesn't look bad, but I would have to like see it, to like understand, whether I like it or not. Hello, Gina. But what do you think, guys? Like a long sleeve t-shirt under a blazer vest, and also mixing, black and white. I could then actually, well, I'm to be honest, I mean, now that I see it, in the camera, I don't hate it. And then I also I also bring jewelry with me for those business trips, to, again, to have some options for different vibes. Then I could actually add this, which is like a golden ball, hanging on a silver choker. I really like it. It really adds something. It's actually a really cool combination. And then I would wear black shoes. Yeah, black shoes. Okay, so here's another option. But let's go back to just going through everything that I brought with me. I also brought with me this silk, very, very old silk top, V-neck top from, what was it, Theory? That I don't really wear on a daily basis as such. It's like not even like a go out piece, but it's like, I like to have it with me. And And actually, typically, I end up wearing it on those business trips. No, actually, I'm lying because I recently wore it just to the office, and actually, I wore it underneath the blazer vest. But you see, then because it's black on black, it suddenly in a way becomes a black blazer, right? With just some fun elements. So that is why it's not bothering me to have long sleeves underneath the blazer vest. So yeah, I recently wore it for work with just my wide leg vintage denim pants from Dream Van Noten. But otherwise, I bring it for work occasion because it's just an easy piece. I know I can trust. I can just pair these two and be done. For dinner tomorrow with my colleagues, and then a silver shoe, and then I'm really done. Boom, 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 and ready, steady, go. I could also add the necklace. So I really like it for options. Right, but let's see. So these are, we've seen. I mean, I've shown you some options with these pants, but otherwise, yeah, I thought about an outfit wearing the jogger, the jogger itself, and then either I can again wear the blazer that I wore today, maybe just with the TB t-shirt, just like that. And actually, again, with the necklace. You see, the necklace is just like immediate something, right? Do you see that? Otherwise it's just like a plain t-shirt. But when I add the necklace, it's just so yummy. I really love it. And by the way, the necklace is from COS. It's like probably 2 years old now, at least. Maybe 3. So here's one option with the joke. Oh my god, with the black pant. Apparently, I cannot say the word jogger, and I tend to see joker. Or another option is actually with the same T-shirt. I think, yeah, that's the same T-shirt that I had in mind, but yeah, with the black pant and actually the silver shoe. Yeah. So these are the options that I have. And I mean, we are already like, I have options for a whole week, and the conference is just 3 days. So I think we're good. And then for occasions like, going down for breakfast, or what could it be? It could also be dinner. I mean, I love those pants. So these are nylon pants from TB. I bought them secondhand via TB Fans. So again, highly recommended. And if you know your size, you can just, buy stuff without even thinking about the size. Or just trusting the size, So I bring them, just to go down for breakfast, maybe like this, or maybe like this. I don't know how cold it is down there. This is actually also exactly what I was wearing for breakfast last time I was traveling with work. I think it was last time in Amsterdam. Was it in March? I think, yeah, beginning of March. But I can also wear it. I mean, obviously, I can just wear it like this with this black t-shirt. I can also wear it less put on the blazer vest now that I have it here, so you can also see it. Yeah, so it looks so good with the jogger, because the jogger is actually quite slim. So yeah, and the Liam, the Liam vest is a big thing. It's an oversized blazer, and this is size S, size small. So that's how I feel best. When the pen is like not too big. So I am a little bit curious about how the vest will go with these pants. I mean, I'll try it, and then I'll just switch to the ones that I'm wearing now, so it's no big deal. And I like it too. I'm not stressing about it. That's also something that is funny, because I'm not stressing about having to, like, not immediately liking an outfit that I had in mind, and then I put on the clothes, in the morning before leaving, for the conference, and then standing in front of the mirror and like realizing that I don't actually like the outfit, but I know that everything works, color wise, vibe wise, everything works perfectly together, uh, on the rack. So I just switched to something else, and I love actually this creative space that it gives me. It may be just 5 minutes, but it's like, I don't know, like a prayer, like a mindful moment, like a short meditation, um, that, I will actually remember about during the day, that I have given myself this space to be creative. So yeah, I'm not at all angry, when an outfit is not working immediately, when I'm traveling. Now this would be too dark, so um, I could just use the t-shirt, the TB t-shirt. So it would be like a whole TB outfit. I mean, I would just, tuck it. Yeah, something like that. And then, yeah, also probably the silver shoe. Boom, boom, boom. I would probably not wear these for the conference, because they are a little bit like slouchy, I would say. I mean, you see, the point is that they're really like cool and modern, but they are also a little bit slouchy. They are very, very, they are very long. I'm really like swiping the floor with them. And I'm tall to start with. So, they are long. So yeah, I wouldn't wear them for that, for such an occasion, just too slouchy. But I mean, just look at this blazer. It's not like a regular business blazer, right? Look at these pants. They are not regular business pants either. These probably can be called like a business pant. Um, oh right, then this blazer, right? Not a typical business blazer. So I feel like I have enough of me in the items that I've brought here, and enough of like, yeah, tools. I think, yeah, well, at least I have it from TB's um side classes, that you need those tools in your closet, and I definitely feel like I have them. Cool. So last thing, let me just put the necklace so that you can see it. Oh no, I'm wearing the other one, so it's a little bit, of course, like a mixture, a little bit too much. Forgive me. But let's see what else I brought. And hello to Jenny. So, and I'm not sure, whether I'm gonna be using everything or not, but I brought these. Maybe in the evening could be fun. So these are my like dark blue. How can I show it so that you can see the color? Dark blue. Um, yeah. How to call them? Like small stones, attached around, like a half circle, almost full circle, of an earring, with some silver details. And I'm mostly a silver person, so I have these. I also brought my favorite, and I always forget the designer, but it's an American designer who designs very like organic formed earrings. I can look it up if you're interested. So they are white with light blue grayish like bolts and silver bolts. Yeah. So, and again, if I were, let's say, if that was not an evening occasion, but actually, for the conference, and I would be quite dark up here, um, these would be the ones that I would actually reach out for, just to brighten everything up a little bit around the face. What else did I bring? I really like my pearls. And this is actually a pair of secondhand pearls. So I found them in a secondhand store. Oh gosh, yeah, this is what happens sometimes with long, long necklaces. So forgive me, I'll untangle that later on. But this is a pair, this is a fun pearl necklace. So it's like pearls in different, in different sizes. Just a short one, so like a choker. I really like it. And then I have this long, now somewhat shorter, silver necklace that I also found pre-loved. Yeah, on Vinted. That was actually a good find, except for the fact that, yeah. Well, so the necklace, let me show you. The necklace, it's supposed to be adjustable in length. It has, this mechanism to do so, which is actually like very easy. So it's just like this, and then you can just adjust the length to how you it. But it's just not holding, it's not staying there, which is really, really irritating. So I would typically wear it just long, because otherwise it's like I could be like standing in front of somebody and it would be like sliding down, So even though I'm not moving or anything. Hello, Asta. Yeah. So by the way, to those who just joined, I was just going through what's on the rack in my hotel room in Munich, in Germany, where I've just arrived to Munich for a 3-day conference, and I was just going through, different combinations, different outfit combinations. But I will of course post this on my Substack. So I guess that's it. Should I bring something else that I wanted to show you? Well, I can also show you my bag. I mean, it's not something that I walk around with. And now that I think about it, I should have taken my little Proenza-Schüler, also pre-loved bag, which I had during last conference, which was so handy. Well, that's the thing that I forgot. I will actually add it to my checklist. So I have this travel checklist. I should have taken it with me because it's just this small bag, that I would just wear like crossbody, and where I can have like, my phone and, a pen and just, some business cards, maybe some receipts, because I mean, I would eat, during the day and then collect receipts for, like a, travel, or expense report after the trip. So that's always very handy. So I will not be walking with this one around because this is just too big. It would look silly. But this is a newer addition in my closet, which is the Row tote bag. In size large, so it's actually, very, very roomy. I have attached my bracelet, just the silver bracelet. And actually now I'm using it to attach I have this like pouch from another bag, from my old Givenchy bag that I attached to that bracelet because actually there is nothing else that you can attach it to. So that's what I thought about. And I also like the bag, for just, it gives me like a pop of color, a pop of brightness, which I also really like. So that's it, I think. I mean, except for my gem clothes, which are in the suitcase, and of course I brought also a roller just in case. Yeah. So that was it, guys. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for joining. I hope that was fun. And yeah, I mean, if you want to sort of go back in what I was talking about, I'll be posting it in just a second. So all the best, and see you out there. Bye bye.